Objective Geology, multiple choice questions with answers. This is the solved question paper of APRCET Geoengineering and Geoinformatics 2023 question paper, and I hope this solved question paper is useful for various competitive exams like CSR, NET, GATE, GSI and other exams. Welcome to set 3. Coming to the first question. Optical center of a camera through which all rays of light pass is called as A. Perspective center, B. ISO center, C. Tilt, D. Nadir point. So the correct option goes as A. Perspective center. So perspective center is the point of origin or termination of bundles of perspective rays. The two such points are usually associated with a survey photograph, and these are the interior perspective center and the exterior perspective center. So A. Perspective center is the correct option. Next question. The perpendicular distance between the camera lens and the negative plane is known as A. Map distance, B. Ground distance, C. Focal length and D. Flying height. So the correct option is C. Focal length. The perpendicular distance between the camera lens and the negative plane is known as the focal length, and the focal length of an optical system is a measure of how strongly the system converges or diverges the light, and it is the inverse of the system's optical power. So C. Focal length is the correct option. Next question. The shift in an object's image position caused by its elevation above a particular datum is known as A. Radial displacement, B. Vertical displacement, C. Relief displacement and D. Parallax. So the correct option is C. Relief displacement. Relief displacement is the shift in the position of an object's image in a photograph due to the object's elevation above a datum. And this shift it occurs radially from the nadir point in vertical or near vertical photography. So the shift in an object's image position caused by its elevation above a particular datum is known as relief displacement. C is the correct option. Next question. The art, science and technology of making maps together with their study as scientific document and work of art is known as A. Demography, B. Bibliography, C. Stenography, D. Cartography. So the correct option is D. Cartography. Cartography is the art and science of graphically representing a geographical area, usually on a flat surface such as a map or a chart. Next question. The distance between the 2 points on an aerial photograph is measured as 2 centimeters. The known distance between the same 2 points on the ground is 1 kilometer. Then compute the scale of the aerial photograph. So this is A. The choices are A 1:1 lakh, and B 1:50,000, and C 1:20,000, and D 1:5,000. So the correct option is B 1:50,000. Next question. Which imaging system use conventional type camera? The choices are A. Multispectral, B. Thermal, C. Infrared, D. Microwave. So the correct option is A. Multispectral. So multispectral camera captures images in different bands of the light spectrum, which is beyond that our eyes can see, and this means that it can capture information in colors that we cannot normally perceive. And on the other hand, a thermal imaging camera, it captures the infrared radiation emitted by the objects. So A. Multispectral is the correct option. Next question. Reconnaissance survey is advantageous in case of A. Vertical photography, B. Low oblique photography, C. Medium scale photograph, and D. Small scale photograph. Reconnaissance survey is advantageous in the case of low oblique photography. B is the correct option. Next question. For measuring horizontal angle between two lines with better accuracy than that given by the vernier method commonly used is A. Reiteration, B. Double centering, C. Double sighting, and D. Repetition. So the correct option is repetition. In this method, the desired angle is measured several times, and the correct value of the angle is obtained by dividing the accumulated reading by the number of the repetitions. So the number of repetitions made usually in this method is 3 with the face left and 3 with the face right. So D. Repetition is the correct option. Next question. The most significant systematic error in the GPS observable is A. Cycle slip, B. Receiver clock error, C. Ionospheric error, and D. Integer ambiguity. The most significant system error in the GPS observable is known as the receiver clock error. The receiver clock error is the it's an unknown parameter that is used to calculate the GPS positioning, and it needs to be considered at the beginning of the process, and this is the most significant systematic error in GPS observations. Next question. Planimeter is an instrument which is used for the following reason. A. Sighting parallel and perpendicular points to stations. B. Measuring the area of plan. C. Transforming the points from paper to the ground. And D. Simpson's 1/3 rule. So the correct option is planimeter is used for measuring the area of a plane. So a planimeter is a tabletop instrument used to measure the area of two-dimensional shapes, particularly irregular regions on maps or photographs, and it is also known as a platometer. So B, measuring area of plan, is correct answer. Next question. A vertical line in the direction of gravity pass through perspective center and meet on the ground is known as A. Plumb line, B. Oblique, C. Focal line, and D. Fiducial line. So the correct option is plumb line. Plumb line is a string or cord with a weight called a plumb bob, and it is attached to one end, and it is used to determine vertically or to direct a line to the center of the Earth's gravity. The word plumb, it comes from the Latin word plumbum, which means the lead. Next question. Which of the following does not include in lens of aerial photogrammetry? A. Filter, B. Azimuth, C. Diaphragm, C. Shutter. So the correct option is B. Azimuth. Azimuth is a horizontal angle measured in degrees or mils clockwise from a reference direction to a designated point. It can also be defined as the angular distance between the direction of a fixed point and the direction of an object. So B. Azimuth is the correct option. Next question. Which traversing that is used for running survey lies of a closed or open survey? A. Plane table survey, B. Topographical survey, C. Compass surveying, and D. Theodolite survey. So the correct option is D. Theodolite survey. A theodolite survey is a surveying method that uses a theodolite, and it's a precision optical instrument to measure the horizontal and vertical angles between visible points. The theodolite is mounted on a tripod with adjustable legs and used to obtain precise angular measurements in the field. Next question. Global positioning system uses 24 satellites in how many number of orbits? A. 2, B. 12, C. 32, and D. 6. So the correct option is D. 6. The global positioning system uses 24 satellites in 6 orbital planes. So these planes are equally spaced around the Earth and are tilted 55 degrees from the equator. And each plane has 4 slots that are occupied by baseline satellites, which ensures that users can see at least 4 satellites from almost any location on the planet. So D6 is the correct option. Next question. Which of the following is commonly used for applications involved with archaeology, geomorphology, and civil engineering? The choices are A. Tilted or oblique photographs, B. Vertical photographs, C. Near vertical photographs, and D. Horizontal or terrestrial photographs. So the correct option is D. Horizontal or terrestrial photographs. Horizontal or terrestrial photograph is taken with the camera axis horizontal. Next question. Which of the following proves that electromagnetic waves are transverse? A. Phenomenon of polarization, B. Phenomenon of interference, C. Phenomenon of diffraction, and D. Phenomenon of reflection. So the correct option is A. Phenomenon of polarization, and this proves that light has a transverse nature, and polarization is the process of changing unpolarized light into polarized light. Next question. The science of acquiring the information about the Earth's surface without actually being in contact with it is known as A. Geomorphology, B. GIS, that is Geographic Information System, C. Global Positioning System, and D. Remote sensing. Obviously, remote sensing is the correct answer. Remote sensing is the science of gathering the information about an area or object from a distance, and usually this is using satellites or aircraft, and it involves using spatial cameras to collect images of the areas reflected and emitted radiation. Next question. Relation between the velocity of propagation v and the wavelength lambda and the frequency f is v is equal to A. The choices are A. V is equal to 0.5 f lambda, and B. V is equal to 2 f lambda, C. V is equal to f lambda, and D. V is equal to 0.1 f lambda. So the correct option is C. V is equal to f lambda. Next question. The full form of NASA is A. National Aerospace and Space Administration, B. National Aerospace and Satellite Administration, C. National Aeronautics and Space Academy, and D. National Aeronautics and Space Administration. So the correct option is National Aeronautics and Space Administration. So the NASA stands for National Aeronautics and Space Administration, and it is a civilian agency of the United States government that is responsible for science and technology which is related to the air and space. And NASA, this was established on October 1, 1958, and the agency's headquarters are located in Washington DC, where it manages NASA field centers, establishes management facilities or policies, and analyzes all phases of ISS program. Next question. Identify the infrared portion of electromagnetic radiation which lies in between A. 0.4 to 0.7 micrometer, B. 0.3 to 0.5 micrometer, and C. 0.4 to 14 micrometer, and D. 0.7 to 14 micrometer. So the infrared portion of the electromagnetic radiation, it lies between 0.7 to 14. D is the correct option. Hope you have followed the content and the questions. See you in the next video. Hope you can explore to this channel, Explore Geosciences. Thank you for your time.